In all honesty, I had been an entrepreneur for a number of years, and my goal there was to make a lot of money and set up my kids forever. So I did it, which was great. But then I wanted to get back onto the brand side, be creative. And while doing that, it was a tough place, man. It took me probably a year, maybe even longer, maybe a year and a half, where I was like nose to the grindstone, trying to just get some traction. My industry had some trouble, but also I just had completely the wrong approach. I didn't realize that you could use automation, which I did for a long time for my clients. I never realized I could do that for a career. I never knew that. And I was like, it was right when I heard your webinar and met you for the first time, I was like, oh man, of course you can. I never even thought of that, but it worked for my clients, but I didn't have a system to help me, get in front of the right people, have the right tools to do it. And as a creative, I was always, in interview scenarios, I was terrible. I was all over the place. And also in the salary negotiations, which, all these documents and all these strategies that you guys have given us, man, it's like life-changing stuff. I never had any of that, So I was terrible at interviewing. I was completely lost trying to find my way around, trying to meet the right people, but I just couldn't. And I didn't have a system, or the tools to load into a system, even if I did have it. I'd been applying for jobs for a long time. I had a few, at least a year, maybe more. And there were also, I had a couple opportunities that almost went the distance and fell through. And and I had some projects and stuff, but I couldn't get to that point where I could get myself into something that I really loved, that I could also kind of grow into, because that's really what I was looking for. I've already had a couple dream jobs, and they were awesome. And I grew intensively from it, or immensely from it. And I wanted another one, to do something meaningful, but also something that I could grow. And I like sharp learning curves, steep learning curves. I like it. I like to get in there. I like the challenges, and that's what I found, and it was after a long time, so I've been applying to jobs, going through LinkedIn, calling my networks, everybody's scattered, trying to figure it out for themselves. And it's just, nothing was working, man. The automation system was a life changer. The second one for me was the interview prep and really learning how to do that really, really well. I was terrible at it before, so that changed everything. And as a creative, I usually talk too much and I'm all over the place. And actually the tactics that I learned from you taught me how to basically make what I'm doing now real with the CEO that I'm working for, because she's sort of a visionary, and I needed to, bring her back. We'd go off over here and bring her back, and it actually worked. It totally worked. I learned that all from you guys. So that was a big part. The salary negotiations, that was a big part. I think the community was great also. Yeah, it was awesome. I met a whole bunch of great people, heard the stories, was inspired on the calls every couple days. Those were, there's a lot of things for me. I needed a lot of help. I would say definitely do it because I feel like you guys are such experts, and the expertise that you have collectively and in your system, your course, your system, your strategies are unlike anything I'd ever seen before. So I doubt that there are many people that have all of those things on their own. They need help, and you guys are experts. So I think it's totally worth it. Gosh, it was awesome. And then once you get into the course, I would say, do the work, don't give up, and, get up every day and just, make it happen.